I think Celsius is a little bit too flavorful. I like to take a seltzer, put a splash of seltzer in it, and just kind of cut that sweetness.
Okay.
And then I'm good.
Okay. Interesting.
Can you tell I'm on steroids right now?
You're on steroids?
I am. Are we flying? Okay, amazing. Okay.
Oh, now I gotta make sure my hair.
Yeah, do your thing. Take your time. This is all gonna get cut up into a 65-second clip.
I love that.
The rest I put in the trash.
Really?
I burn it.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi. Oh. Okay. That's a beautiful place to start.
Hello.
So I'm Jared Goldstein, and I'm wearing normal pants today on this podcast that you're listening to, which is called Sorry What, and it's an advice podcast from me, a bad listener. Here, there's music playing. You like the music. It kind of energizes you to listen. You're in your kitchen. You're going, woo, podcast time. It's Tuesday. Yeah. And I'm here with my guest, who I'm meeting for the first time, right?
We met at JFL very briefly.
Okay, there you go.
Very briefly.
And when you meet at JFL, which famously went down and then sort of famously was resurrected.
Is it?
That's what I hear.
Okay.
I just heard it's back, but the voice that you're listening to is none other than Allison Reese.
Hello, I'm Allison
Hi.
Reese, and I'm wearing pants that are also a shirt because it's a jumper.
That's beautiful.
Thanks.
I think we are sort of you dress in the same style as I do.
Yeah.
There's
What's the
monochrome.
Oh,
There's
okay.
a clear message. There's a lot happening with a little.
Yes.
Does that ring true to you?
I'm really trying to go for fashion lesbian is kind of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right now is a great time to be a fashion lesbian.
I would hope to be one day.
Even gay guys are being fashion lesbians.
And I do love that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like boxy. It's
colorful.
Yeah. It's colorful, but then also this apocalypse core. I'm ready for it to go.
I don't. I love that you're doing that again.
That's how I feel about apocalypse core.
I was just listening to the Hannah Pilkus.
Oh,
one,
yeah.
And you definitely permed, and it was so funny.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
love
pretty
Hannah.
funny.
Yeah.
You
Absolutely.
too.
Oh my
You
God.
as well.
Thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I am ready to move on from apocalypse core because most of my clothes don't look like I'm hunting in the desert at Burning Man.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of feeling like all my clothes are suddenly chuggy, just by virtue of the fact that I look like I'm living in a city, not in a desert.
Yeah. Like if you were hunting, you wouldn't be able to, or
Yes.
or if you were being hunted, immediately hunted.
Yes,
it's
exactly.
Eye catching.
How much camo are you wearing these days?
None.
None?
It should be more.
It should.
It should be more.
It's giving chug.
What the hell is chug? I don't know what chug is.
I don't know either.
Chug.
No one knows. We all make it up. We repeat it.
Yeah, that's kind of how things go, right?
Yeah.
Like we just make everything up. And then there's taxes, and you're like, why did we do this part?
You got to do that part.
Ugh.
Can I have some help?
With-
Today I need advice. Is that okay?
Yeah.
For once?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I am so deeply addicted to my cell phone.
Yeah.
And it's getting to a new level that I don't know what to do. I know that we're losing the battle to the phone, and that's just what it is.
Yeah.
But I thought about it today at the gym. I was like, what if I put my phone away for 10 minutes? And then I thought, well, that feels too long.
Wow.
And then I thought, if I spend my whole day thinking 10 minutes away from my phone is too long, that's a whole day on the phone.
Yeah.
My whole life revolves around
Yeah.
Instagram. Instagram won.
I mean,
This is going on Instagram.
yeah. I'm also helplessly addicted to my phone, and it's a problem.
I used to have a much better mindset about it. About put it away if you want, use it if you want, you're in charge.
Yeah, but then it's it becomes your social outlet. It becomes your job. It becomes all of these things. So it's how can you put it away when it's the everything tool?
Yeah, here's what I did to put it away. Recently, I was in Chicago at the were? I think.
Were?
I was just there.
A week ago?
Like a week ago.
A week or two? Oh, wow. I was there for a while.
For the tail end of the DNC that you were at.
Cool.
And what the hell were you doing at the DNC?
I don't know.
Nothing.
I was there as a content creator,
Okay.
which was really cool.
That's what the C stands for in DNC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Democratic National Content
Creator.
Creator.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they made it one word. No, it was interesting because like I was there as a content creator, and like the way they like gave us like passes to be there was like technically press passes, but we weren't press.
Yeah.
But then it like started this weird little feud with the press and the content creators, and I'm just like, oh, I don't
Oh my
want to
God.
be in the middle of that.
What happened?
I don't know. It was like I think it was some people felt that the content creators were getting special treatment.
You're like Hollywood, whatever. Journalists try to be funny.
It was wild, and I didn't catch on until like these two random reporters came up. There's like a content creator area.
Yeah.
Like we weren't allowed on the floor, but like I think other press was, like actual press.
Yes.
But we had this little like playpen that we got to sit in.
Kids corner.
The kids corner, and then if anybody wanted to come make content, they would just come up if they were like open to it.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, and then I didn't know about any feud or anything, and then these two random journalists were like, "Is this a content creator area?" And they were like clearly from like New Jersey, and then they were like, "Well, so what do you do? What do you do?" And I was like, "A Kamo impression." And the guy was like, "That's it?" And then his friend was like, "Is that your little phone? Is that your little camera?" And like I got this on tape. I have to post it at some point.
Oh my God, you do.
But these guys were like, "Is that your little camera phone? Is that what?" And I was like, What's happening?"
I think those were content creators kind of engaging with you in a way.
Yeah, it was a prank content creator account.
That was actually the Practical Jokers account. Impractical Jokers.
Impractical.
So I'm straight.
Yeah.
I'm a heterosexual, so that's why I know that it's called Impractical Jokers.
That's really brave of you.
Yeah, you know.
That's great.
Yeah. What if I made an LGBT version of Impractical Jokers and it was called Practical Jokers?
What would it be like? You get consent before every prank, kind of a thing?
I'm thinking more like you like come out to your parents and
Okay.
then they start crying and then you say, "Just kidding."
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it.
A practical joke.
a practical haha,
Haha.
haha, hee hee haha, very funny.
But back to the phone. When I was in Chicago, I was right by the beach. I
Which
love Chicago.
Gay beach?
Not the
Montrose
gay beach.
No.
It was like, are you from there?
I lived there for 6 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you're from there. That counts.
Yeah.
Where are you actually from?
Mesa,
Oh,
Arizona.
you said Arizona. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's go slow. I'm getting too excited. I've had too many of these
I know. I
today.
had so much coffee and not enough water, and I'm losing my mind.
I have been, okay, yesterday I had 2 coffees instant because suddenly, like, regular coffee isn't fast enough for me.
Yeah.
I am flying on 2 instant coffees, a Celsius. I can't stop looking at my phone. It's getting
This is very stable. Yes.
I hope I'm like peaking or that there'll be a burst, the bubble burst, and I
Sure.
give up. Something's got to change. But when I was in Chicago, there was a beach. I went to it and I really solved something because whenever I go to the beach, part of the stress of going to the beach is leaving your belongings as you enter the ocean.
Right.
And then anything can happen to the belongings.
Right.
Usually nothing does happen. But there's a part of my mind that just can't let it go and can't fully relax and enjoy that I'm in the ocean because I'm going, I've fully left all my credit cards, my cash, my ID, my
Yeah.
phone. Like, it's all right over there. Anyone can just yoink.
You don't
and
have
take
like
it.
a designated person to like sit with
Sometimes
the
I
stuff?
do, sometimes I don't. But then also, don't you want to go in the water with them?
Yeah.
Anyway, I solved it.
Great.
I left my phone and my wallet in the room.
Wow.
I left it in the room. I brought a $10 bill with me. And then like all the stuff I need for the beach. I did not have an ID, which is not ideal, but
Yeah.
it was a 10-minute walk to the beach and then I'm coming back. I stopped to get a coffee. That's why I brought the cash. The coffee place was card only. So they just gave me the coffee.
Oh, good. It worked out.
I got a free coffee.
I love when that happens.
Walked to the beach, went into the ocean. I have no belongings that really are like detrimental to losing or whatever on the sand.
Yeah.
I'm in the ocean or the lake rather. I'm
Yeah.
in the lake. I'm swimming and I just felt free and I was away from my phone for like 2 hours.
Wow.
And it felt
felt
great.
good?
It felt great. The
Hell
walk
yeah.
back towards the phone was also nice because I knew I was gonna like
You were gonna get
juice.
your fix.
Yeah, but I also was just like I was looking at the trees.
And you're like, oh, trees. That's right.
I'm just like looking dogs in the face.
One,
Do you know dogs have faces?
Yeah, sometimes they look like people faces,
Yeah.
and I don't like that.
It was nice.
Yeah.
So I did that. I didn't do that recently, but I went to, there's a river like not too far, like an hour away, and you lose service at the river. So I effectively had no phone at the river, and that was kind of nice.
That is nice.
So you have to kind of, chuck your phone and force yourself away from it.
You do. Sometimes you need a detox, and that's fine.
I very much do.
Yeah. Wow.
How do you find, because being a content creator, are you just fucking...
Yeah, actually, I think I was like hurting my eyes.
Yes.
I had to get
my elbow. It's my...
Yeah. You get like carpal tunnel kind of
Yes.
things. Yeah. Yeah. No, I had to get like glasses that like protect your eyes from like the phone light because
Blue light.
Blue light. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to get blue light glasses.
Were
'cause,
your
like,
eyes getting dry or
really
blurry?
dry, really dry.
Really?
Like to this point where I had these like little bumps on my eye, and I was like, "What the?" And I like looked it up, and it was like, "Oh, your eyes are just seriously dry." And I was like, "Oh, it's because I'm on my phone all the time, like working."
Yes,
essentially.
it's work. It's really work.
Yeah.
Like I go to a doctor for like physical pain, and they'll always ask me like, "What do you do for a living?" Like as if it matters.
Yeah.
Because I guess there's probably like 4 jobs where it matters, but every other job now, it's like you look at your phone. We're all
in front of a
everyone.
screen.
Every dentist is on TikTok. Everyone is looking at their phone. There's no version of my job keeps me off my phone.
I have not run into dentist talk.
Oh, I'm looking at it.
Really?
They're
What
looking
is
at
it?
veneers and they're going,
Oh.
who got bad veneers? What went
Veneers
wrong?
really scare me. It's like there's something about veneers sometimes that I'm like, ooh, I just can't.
They can go really awry.
They can go really
But here's the
bad.
thing, though. It's like, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
It's a big, scary world out there. And whatever we can do to, like, defend ourselves and make ourselves feel good, I really think we need to be calling the medical community to task and saying, guys, it's because it's not that guy's fault with the ridiculous mouth.
No.
It's the doctor's fault for doing
it.
Like, they should know better. Like, it's really, it seems like these days anyone can just put on a white coat, turn on a ring light, and say, I'm a doctor.
Yeah, you
Come into my office.
You could literally do that right now. That's all you have. Get
Literally.
a coat and a ring light.
This is a med spa. Welcome to my med spa. Yeah. Open up, baby.
Yay.
God damn it. Okay, but you're from Arizona. I was just there. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it too. I mean, it's really hot,
It was...
and that's
Yeah.
fucked up.
I had a pretty chic experience where I went from the plane to the car, to the hotel, to the car, to the club, to the car, to the hotel, to the car, to the airport, and was gone. So I
Amazing.
literally never touched the Arizona air, and I'm like, I love Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how you have to do Arizona.
Yeah.
Is like don't be outside for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't like the heat.
No.
But can I also say, I don't like the cold.
I like the heat.
I'm one of the few people out there saying room temperature. How about room temperature?
Oh,
Remember room temperature?
Do you drink water room temperature?
I started to because of my teeth.
Oh, okay.
But it used to be like unthinkable and horrible to me.
Yeah, that's where
I
I'm
like
at.
beverages really cold, but water, I'm like, it's just got to be room temperature.
Room temp.
Or
Okay.
my favorite,
I respect it.
my favorite. You take a cold, you take like 2 water bottles. Can you keep up with me? Try. You take 2 water bottles. One of them is like cold, and one of them is not. And one of them is also kind of like a little bit empty. You take the other one, you fill it. So it becomes this kind of cocktail of cold water and room temperature water.
Okay.
And it makes that perfect water.
Just like slightly chilled.
Yes. Yes. Like it's out of like a glug 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 in your school.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know? And it comes out just a
glug,
little
glug,
cold.
glug. Yeah.
That's what I like.
Okay.
I like to mix. I like to be,
Okay.
I'm so finicky with my drinks. It's like, it's a hell. It's a little hell of my own making.
I get
and
it,
I'm like,
though.
and at home, here's what I like to do. I think Celsius is a little bit too flavorful. I like to take a seltzer, put a splash of
Oh,
seltzer in it,
wow.
and just kind of cut that sweetness.
Okay.
And then I'm good.
Okay. Interesting.
Can you tell I'm on steroids right now?
You're on steroids?
I am. I am on steroids.
Why? Why are you on steroids?
For pain.
For pain.
But I'm on a lot of steroids and like gabapentin, like nerve meds.
Oh, okay.
And there's a lot of side effects to both.
Yeah.
And I'm probably like 3 days in, and I'm kind of just
Are you
doing
like
that
a little
thing. Yeah, where I'm
hot,
going like and I feel like every time I talk, my friends are just kind of like, and I'm going, I'm so fucked up right now.
I couldn't tell.
Okay.
To be perfectly honest.
Okay.
Gabapentin and steroids. Nice.
Yeah. Is it working? We'll find out.
Yeah. What's the pain?
It's like running down my arm.
Oh God, like a nerve thing?
Uh-huh. How's your pain level?
Good.
Oh, nice.
No pain right now.
God, that must be nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was getting cramps, but now they're gone. And I was a little hungover today, but now that's gone.
Hell yeah. What did you drink last night?
Tequila.
Yes.
I love tequila.
What do you like?
Tequila soda.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Mezcal soda.
I don't like mezcal. I can't do it.
That's fair. But I think you will come around.
I don't know. I don't think it's like if tequila was scotch, and I'm like, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Not for me.
That's totally fair.
I won't yuck your yum, but
hey,
yuck.
you can. Honestly,
Yeah,
like,
no, it's disgusting to me.
Let's start yucking each other's yum a little bit again.
And I agree.
Remember that?
I
Like,
agree. I feel like we need to
I
start
can
yucking
take
yums.
it. You can yuck my yum. I'll survive. I will weather you yucking my yum.
Okay, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
going to.
Okay.
Yuck.
Yes. And guess what? Counterpoint. Yum.
Interesting point.
Yeah, and look at this, too. We're still here. We're still breathing.
We should really be yucking yums.
Yeah.
This is a PSA.
Yeah. So you're just tequila soda.
Tequila soda.
It kind of keeps the hangovers down.
Does it?
Well, just not having a sugary drink.
Oh, yeah, I guess. I started drinking it because I was like, I used to be like whiskey soda. That used to be my jam. Or just
Sick.
like a whiskey on the rocks.
Yeah.
But then I was like, this is making me feel depressed.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a down. And then somebody's like, oh, yeah, it's a downer. And I was like, oh. And they're like, tequila's an upper.
They say.
Yeah, and so I was like, okay. So I tried drinking tequila, and I don't have that, like, depression hangover the next day.
That's great.
Yeah, so just regular hangover.
I will say, when people say that tequila is not a downer, that to me feels reminiscent of someone putting on a white coat and a ring light and going, so this is what science is all about, and now you know. But honestly,
I'm
it's not,
eager
it's
to
not-
believe it.
Yeah, it's like it's not very important if that's correct or incorrect. Also, gin does make me feel psycho.
Gin does something to your brain, actually.
Does it?
Yeah, so
It must.
there's, I forget where I know this, so fact check this, but
Okay.
it does something to your brain, and there's something called the gin shakes.
Wait, stop.
Yeah, that's why, like, that character of, like, oh, da, 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 you know.
And
like
also gin blossoms.
What's
When
that?
when someone has a red face from drinking gin for their
yeah.
life.
Yeah, it's like it does something
Gin
to your brain.
affects you differently.
It does.
Okay, thank you for validating that, because
Yeah.
I was having a gin martini phase. I was like,
That's so fancy.
I want a handlebar mustache kind
That's
of
so fancy.
feeling.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was getting a gin martini, but I have one of those and I am howling at the moon. I'm doing cat cow.
Because it's like yoga?
Yes. It's like, it makes me nuts. And I'm like, I gotta never drink this ever again.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why I kind of stay away from it, because I'm like, somebody mentioned it to me, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I do feel a little like,
Yeah.
when I have gin. Become a woman in the 20s.
Yeah.
And then just start, like,
Yeah, you start dancing.
dancing like a flapper, yeah.
Etc.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I ask you generally, how are you and how are you doing?
I'm really good. Things have been great.
Okay.
Life has been nice. I like it.
Moving on.
There we go.
We did it. Should we take a voicemail?
Sure.
Let's do it. It never matters, but I always want it to be the right one. Okay.
Oh, the right side,
Yeah.
left and right.
Oh, you sound beautiful. Oh my God.
You sound beautiful.
Hi.
Hi. Oh my God. Is this our meet cute? We put on the headphones.
Maybe so.
Just Kiss Me
it's
by
so
Sixpence
intimate because I can
plays.
hear you in my ear. It's like you're.
Yeah.
It's like we're like on a dance floor. You know?
No.
You're like, hey, I'm from here.
Oh, yeah. And like just so close.
Yeah. What do you drink? Tequila soda.
Mezcal, yuck.
Yum. Okay. Roll it.
Hi, Jared. It's Nick. First time listener, last time caller. Just kidding.
Oh?
Time listener. Love your show. You have such a talent. You have a brain for podcasting. And I mean that in a really good way.
Okay.
I'm calling because I have a question about how to make friends as a 20-something gay man. I have found it a little challenging sometimes to connect with other gays in a way that isn't sexual. For a little background, my boyfriend and I live in Vermont. Shout out. And there's gays here, and we meet them, and it seems like gays often want to take things in a sexual direction, which is great. Love that for them. But I guess I find it challenging when that's the default. Anyways, just wondering if you have any insights or things that I can do to help build some gay friendships. Thanks so much. Appreciate your insights. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Well, I want to say I wish that more gays were going default with me. Let's go default.
Let's go default.
Hey, baby, let's default. I feel that you have a boyfriend. That's your friend.
That's your friend.
That's your friend.
You
You've
can
got
have
a friend.
other friends.
You've got a boyfriend. You live in Vermont. Take your boyfriend. Go on a hike. See the woods. You don't need gay friends.
The woods. It is Vermont, yeah.
You know?
Well, I feel like, yeah, things go to a sexual place quickly. Find a gay activity that could not be sexy at all.
Yeah.
Like a gay chess club or something.
Or like befriend like the hottest gay guys in Vermont who don't want to have sex with you.
Oh, or like, yeah, no, that's.
I mean, I think it is gay friend.
Good bit?
Those are the steroids. I'm sorry. That's a side effect of the steroids.
You literally goo gaga'd.
I goo goo gaga'd. Okay, let's take
the
that
gay
back.
goo goo gagas. The
Lady
goo-goo
Gaga
gays.
is your friend. No, gay friendships are beautiful and they're really great and they're such a fun relief because so much of like gayness is like sex driven and you feel it's like this like also feels competitive. But having gay friends just feels like little like buoys in the big gay ocean, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's important to find gay friends.
I love that because it just sounds
I'm
like a
just burping, I'm farting, I'm on steroids. I'm
You're
like,
goo goo gagaing.
This is a perfect day for me to be podcasting in this way. How to make gay friends? I mean, I have made my most valuable gay friends, and by that I mean rich. No, they're actually extremely not that. I made my most valuable gay friends by doing stand-up comedy when I finally like stopped trying to make gay friends and trying to like stop being gay first. Gay guys, quiet down, all right? Stop rubbing it in my face. No, but when I changed my priority to like, what do I like, and can I do what I like, and then I met other people who were doing what I liked and happened to be gay. And then we had this natural connection that was sort of informed by our queerness that felt like amazing. So I'm like, if you want to make gay friends, I think what you should do is find activities that you really enjoy. And naturally, there will be queer people there. And then those will be your friends. And you will bond over that activity, which will also keep the attention off of sex. Because when you meet people at a gay bar, that's kind of really on the forefront.
That's really, that's like the point.
Yeah.
But also like, I think it's interesting too, because this person wants to meet gay friends, but they mean gay male friends, right?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Probably. Oh,
'Cause I'm
yes,
like,
yes, because he was talking about the sex stuff, yeah.
the sex stuff. So I'm like, what if you make gay friends with gay women? That
1,000%.
Yeah. Seriously, won't come into the sex problem, probably. I mean,
it won't come up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still getting your LGBT rocks off.
Yeah, you get to be friends with this person who
you're talking about
knows your
chaperone.
world.
Okay, now
I
you're
don't
on
know.
steroids.
Now I'm on drugs.
Yeah. Yeah, find an activity that you like, do that, and then just kind of hope and pray to God that there's gay people there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I know I'm also really, like, I'm really, shy when it comes to, like, putting myself out there, especially with other gay guys. I think, like, it's tough, like, especially when you're young. It's like, I'm hoping that, like, younger generations won't have such an intense experience with this, but, like, being gay is like this like crazy secret and everyone's eyes are darting, and you're like, even when you're at a bar, it still feels like that energy of like, there's an intensity and there's like a secrecy and there's like, the stakes just feel high on like interaction.
Interesting, yeah.
And I think they aren't that way anymore, but I think I carry a lot of that with me.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm suddenly realizing someone is like attracted to me or I'm attracted to them, my whole personality just stops. It's like a train that's like stopped between two stations.
Isn't that the worst when you're like, oh, we were fine until I recognized that I think you're hot.
Yes.
And like, and now I can't do or be.
No.
Yeah.
So do you feel like do you also struggle with like flirting? You have a partner?
No.
Okay, and see, that was actually a homophobic assumption of mine.
Yeah, thank you so much for
Sitting with a
calling
lesbian, I
yourself
go,
out.
they must be partnered.
No partner. Flirting, yeah, I have a hard time reading it.
Yeah.
I have a hard time being like, are you just being nice? Or what is this? I need direct, which a lot of queer women are not direct. Yeah. But, I mean,
Are you going to, is it called Ruby Fruit?
I have not, I've been there once.
Okay.
But not like, it was like a meeting. It wasn't like a hangout.
What kind of meeting? CAA.
What? CAA?
Yeah.
CAA was like, we want to meet you, but only on your turf.
You gotta post more. Yeah.
No, I went there for like a meeting with a friend for like a project.
Oh, okay.
Kind of a thing.
Okay. A lesbian friend?
Yeah, a queer friend. Mm-hmm.
Okay, sick.
Yeah.
That's hot.
Oh, was it flirting then? No.
No.
I don't know.
There's no way to know.
There's no way to know.
There's no way to know. Especially at Ruby Fruit. Forget it.
What is a ruby fruit?
It must be something.
Is it like a pomegranate? Like, what is that? Is it clit related? Because I'm like, if it's...
It must be.
It must be,
Now that
right?
you're saying it, I'm so fucking like, this is how oblivious I am. It literally, Ruby Fruit.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's
clit related.
Ruby is red. Red is fruit is fruit.
Wait, red is what?
Red is.
Can you say it?
It's. I mean, the thing that maybe the reason that you were having cramps.
Oh, period?
Yeah.
Oh.
What did you think I meant by red?
I thought you meant like pink, like pussy.
Yeah.
But you said red.
But
But
red.
my brain was like, yeah, pink.
Yeah. I just mean like when you think about like artists painting, when it's red, that's vagina. That's menstrual blood. Right?
Yeah?
What is art?
You know, it's anything you want it to be.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's really nothing but everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're getting existential about it.
Okay. Ruby Fruit is as suggestive as the manhole. I'm now realizing in real time. Do you feel that?
Yes. Well, also there's Cubbyhole
That's
in
the
New
first gay
York.
bar I ever went to.
In New York?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. Also, that was the first time I ever asked a guy out. And I went home and I journaled about it because I was so proud of myself for doing it.
Oh my God.
And I never thought I would. I always thought I had to just kind of wait for someone to do it.
Yeah, no, I recently had that too. I recently was like, oh, I like this person. I'm going to shoot my shot. And then I did. And I was like, oh, wow.
Good for you.
Yeah. So now I'm like, oh, I can shoot my shot now.
Okay, that's what you think though. But the cowardice will come back. It comes back.
Thank you for bringing me back to earth.
I mean,
Yeah.
look, you're a coward, and that's you can be an exception. You can
Yeah,
break your patterns, but they're your patterns.
But they're your patterns, and
they're
they'll be
gonna
there-
come
there
back.
with you.
That's the frustrating thing. It's like after like 4 years of therapy, I really changed my life, and then during the pandemic, it unchanged. It all went
You
back.
went back to your default settings.
Literally, yes.
Yeah.
I went default again. It's like, what's the point? You know?
I mean, it's all just.
I'm just trying to move a mountain my whole life. What?
Why?
I don't know.
Stop.
I know, right?
Yeah, move a mountain?
Yeah.
What's the mountain?
Me.
That was so deep.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Stop moving the mountain.
I know. Just stop moving the mountain. But here's the thing.
Stick to the rivers
I
and the
move the mountain,
lakes.
but I also spend a lot of quality time with my niece.
Okay.
So I do both.
That's great.
You know? I stop and smell the roses.
That's really good.
But I am also just like complaining and throbbing at all times.
Throbbing?
I had a nightmare last night.
Wait, did you say throbbing?
Oh, throbbing.
Okay.
Throbbing. Inside and out.
That
Throbbing.
feels so sexual. Throbbing as a word, like moist.
Look, I'm trying to go default. I said it. I'm trying to go default. It's summer.
It's almost over. So
It's almost
yeah.
over. But I had a nightmare last night. I almost exclusively nightmare. I don't really dream.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And my nightmare last night was that I contracted a disease by going to the doctor too much. And then the nurse was
Your
like,
subconscious hates you.
isn't that crazy? The nurse was like, yeah, this happens. Sometimes doctors, if you see them too much, you will get a disease.
That's
And I got the disease of seeing a doctor too much.
That's like a good short film, though.
Is it?
I think so. That's like, to me, I feel like that could be a fun psychological thriller.
She was handing me pills, and she goes, so just take one a day. And I go, for how long? She goes, take one a day. And then I was going, for the rest of my life? And then she went, yeah. And I go, so now I have a disease, and I have to take one of these a day every day for the rest. And I was like bargaining with her. And then I woke
God.
up.
That is so stressful.
Yeah.
A lot of my dreams are like sci-fi.
Yeah.
Or like
Are you dreaming in
apocalyptic.
Kamala these days?
No.
Okay.
I do have dreams where I meet her and she's like, ugh, at me. Like I go like, oh my God, it's Kamala Harris, and she sees me and she goes, ugh.
I guess we should introduce that. If you don't know.
Oh yeah, I do a Kamala Harris impression, which is why I was at the DNC.
Yes.
I can't believe we talked about the DNC, and then like I didn't even explain.
We just skipped
really,
it.
yeah.
But you
went
do
right
an
over it.
incredible Kamala impression.
Thank you so much.
It brings me so much joy.
Oh, good.
Like I think I DM'd you about it the first go around, like
Yeah.
4 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah, and I was just,
Yeah.
it's really like, it just never gets old.
I'm glad to hear
Every
it.
time you do it, I'm like, I'm still laughing. I'm not getting tired of it.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really special.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I have a good time doing it, and like
What happened the day you thought of it?
honestly, like of doing the impression, like it's
Yeah.
Inception. I did a showcase in Chicago.
Okay.
That like SNL was they do that thing where they go
Yes.
around every summer and like
Yeah.
see what city
Like
who
a
they got.
UFO lands.
Yeah, UFO
Lauren
lands.
is inside it.
Colin Jost comes out.
yeah.
And they say, "Take me to your improv teacher." And so it was at I.O. Chicago, and she was still in the running for president. And I was like, I like do impressions and voices, but like being a mixed race black woman,
Yeah.
there's not a lot that like fit my Venn diagram.
Uh-huh.
So like I do like an Elmo. Like, when
Okay.
is that going to make sense?
Yeah.
You know? So I was like, oh, here's a chance to have this skill set make sense for me.
Yes.
And I tried it, and it was fine. And then I kind of put it down. And then the pandemic happened, and everything went online. And she was VP, and I was like, let's try it again.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of evolved.
And that's it.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I give it my own flavor. The way I do it is, I'm sure, so different from how she is.
Yeah.
Because I'm like very sassy, and I'll just say shit. You know, be like, what the fuck is any of this? Like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
But
Okay, how about
Yeah.
when Biden stepped down? What did your day look like when Biden
fucking
stepped down?
insane.
Yeah.
I was like meeting my friend Lauren for coffee, and I open Instagram.
Lauren Michaels.
Lauren Michaels.
Yeah.
He got his little spaceship, and he said, "Take me to your barista."
Yeah.
And no, my friend Lauren Walker, and I opened Instagram, and it was Joe Biden being like, "It has been the honor of my life,"
Mm-hmm.
which if I were to do an impression of Joe Biden, it's just Jennifer Coolidge, but old and tired.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, it was crazy.
So in that moment, you were just kind of like,
I was like, oh my God. And like the day before, I was like, because he had that horrible debate.
yeah.
And it was clear that something wasn't gonna last. And so I made a video being like, as Kamala, being like, well, I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting.
yeah.
Any minute now, it's gonna happen. And like I had this video and I hadn't posted it yet, and then he stepped down and I was like, oh shit, I have this ready to go. And I like posted it immediately. And then it just like spiraled.
You had it ready to go. That's
I had
amazing.
it ready. I had a couple ready to go. Like I had a VP pick one. That was like
Wow.
ready. I like had a list of all the VPs
Yeah.
and like did like a sketch for each one. And then when she announced it, I was like, boom.
That is so amazing.
It was too much work.
I mean, it must be.
It's a lot of
I
work.
think,
And then, like, a lot of
in my
fact-checking.
mind, the only way to handle that is like you're running in a circle looking at your phone.
Kinda.
Just like, it's time. It's go time. It's go time.
Kinda.
Like the control room is now in your apartment in LA.
At all times.
Yeah. And now you have to pay attention to the news, like deeply.
Well, I've been paying attention to. I like.
And I have too.
I like did a lot of shows in Chicago that were like news based. Weirdly enough.
Oh, okay.
There was an improv show that I did called World News where we would like do improv based off of newspaper headlines.
Yeah.
And then like different like political shows and shit.
So you're good at improv.
Yeah, I haven't done it in a while though, but I am good at
so
improv.
Cool.
I used to do a show called Matt Damon Improv, and we were
Love it.
all women of color.
Okay.
And we would have one guest white man.
Love
and he
it.
was our Matt Damon, and he was not allowed to speak.
Oh.
Unless he was repeating something one of us had said, forcing him to really listen to women of color.
Oh my God. Okay, great.
Yeah. But then I was like, we're centering white men, and we can't do this anymore.
Sure. I took every level of improv because I had the diversity scholarship.
Blast.
Yeah.
At UCB?
At UCB.
I had that once.
Yeah.
And then I moved away. I couldn't use it.
The credits don't transfer.
Not to Chicago, baby.
UCB Santa Barbara. You gotta stay put. But yeah, I took every level and it never ever stopped feeling like the first day.
Really?
Every single time I was sweating bullets. I would
Really?
bring a change of shirt like I was at football practice.
Wow.
It also is hard because you are in a class with like 7 maniacs who should not be doing
Yeah.
any kind of comedy.
It really draws in a type.
When I was there,
sometimes.
it was mostly literal models. That was the most fun
What
part.
year was that?
Probably like 1938.
Got it.
It was
Peak
all
gin,
yeah. It
peak
was like because
flapper
it was
era,
a
right.
big time when commercials were like you need to do improv and like your training kind of mattered on your like printed out headshot.
Yeah.
And you had to have UCB and every commercial agent said you have to go to UCB. So then all these literal models would just take
Go to-
improv classes.
Mm-hmm.
I had an improv class with a model who was so handsome. He literally looked exactly like me but 30 times better. So that's amazing just to start with. And then I'm like, don't say too much. I don't want to like dox him in any way, but
Dox him.
I know, right? Because he did have like kind of like he had like a moment, like a kind of like a famous moment, but like
Oh.
well, I don't want to talk about it.
That's okay.
But he, in true Michael Scott form, would start and end scenes kicking the door in, pulling out a gun, and he kept doing it. And again, looks exactly like me, but 30 times better.
And I hate that for a lot of reasons because
Yeah.
that is the person who will like book.
Yes. Oh my God.
Because it's like, oh my God, you really suck.
Yes.
Like, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
So that was improv for me, and I figured it out
mean-
one day.
Okay.
Can
what was the
I
day?
brag to you one
Please,
day?
Please.
So the thing that initially would stress me out was they would say like operate at the height of your intelligence, right?
Okay.
But every scene was like in an office, and I've never worked in an office,
Mm-hmm.
so I didn't know the jargon,
Yeah.
and I would just get tripped up about like
Being correct.
yeah, and like
Mm-hmm.
files and like also like it also really helps to be like if you come from like a straight white family who goes hiking, that's really going to come in handy doing improv, because like that's going to be the scene a lot of times, and they're going to reference like a canteen or like something like Montana or like a football player or like something's going to come up that like I just
that's so
never
straight white coded.
Yeah, that I just never came across. So I don't have like that, like when someone really intricately knows something, you can be the funniest about it because you actually know it.
I mean,
I always felt like I wasn't tapped in. Anyway, we start a scene and my scene partner's going like this. And if you're just listening, get on YouTube, baby. But if you're just listening, I'm clacking a keyboard.
Clacking the
and I'm
board,
going,
yeah.
Damn it.
Pantomime clacking.
Again, we're in an office again.
Yeah.
And I sit down, and I just kind of mirror, and I just sit down, and I'm clacking on my fingers. And I just went, boy, I really do like working here at the keyboard selling store. That got a laugh. And that was the one time I ever got a laugh, was like kind of just being obvious about my clunkiness about the scenario.
Being a little meta about it.
Yeah.
I don't think that there's one right way to do improv. I mean, I haven't done it in a really long time, but that was always a thing that, I mean, everybody's different. Your brain will go to a different place, right? There's not one formula.
Some
that's
of us
a
are on
catch-all.
steroids. Some of us are not on steroids.
Some of us are on steroids. Some of us have just had a lot of coffee on an empty stomach post-hangover. But, like, yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
But
Also,
I do love it when I see good improv.
It's
A
fun.
friend of mine
It's
described me as
magical.
like, a friend of mine was like, you look like a kid seeing bubbles for the first time.
Yes. It's like magic because you're like, whoa,
How
did
are you
do
doing
that?
this?
Yeah.
It's really special.
I want to say anybody who's told to operate at the height of their intelligence in improv, and you're like, oh, fuck, you should do the opposite.
That's kind of what I was doing.
You just be the dumbest of yourself.
Yeah.
You don't know the jargon? Make it up.
Yeah.
It doesn't fucking matter. That's funnier.
Okay.
Operate at the lowest of your intelligence.
You're my improv teacher now.
I am and I'm all of our improv teachers now.
Here's what I've said out
It's the
loud. This
90s.
is humiliating. I've said this out loud to like upwards of 5 or 6 people.
Okay.
If I could select like 5 people and improvisers and like force them to like go to a cabin with me for like 6 days,
okay,
I could become the next great improviser.
By osmosis?
Yes.
Okay, who are the improvisers?
Brandon Scott Jones.
Okay.
Nicole Byer.
Yes.
Darcy Carden.
Okay. Yes.
That's it.
That's amazing.
That's all I need.
That's all you need.
That's all I need.
All you need to do good improv is
I think that is.
chemistry.
I think I just named one improv team. That is a real improv team. Oh
Amazing.
man. But
yeah.
I would come out of that cabin an improv star.
A guru, even?
A guru, even. Okay, voicemail number 2. Roll it.
Hi. Okay. Hi, Jared. I'm a gay actor, and I don't want to only audition for gay roles, but it seems to be all I go out for.
Mm-hmm.
The funny queer friend. So I'm wondering if you've ever played straight, and do you have advice for how to play straight so that I book those straight roles? Thank you.
I know.
I have so much to say about this. I'm actually like shutting down.
Oh my God.
Does
really?
that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, where you're just like, I'm overwhelmed at how much is in my brain about this.
Yes.
Yeah. I think just like eat pussy once and that will help.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
Well.
Okay, now you were being the funny queer friend.
Okay.
She booked
in
it.
her jumpsuit.
Hell yeah. Okay. I played straight, not on purpose. And I have played like sexless. If I play a delivery guy, let's assume that's a straight delivery guy. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
He's trying to get back to his wife and kids. But playing straight, I mean, I feel like it's playing straight is like stupid, and we treat it like it's like this thing of like, can you do it? Like, can you actually get there for real? Can you pull it off? And it's like, I don't think, like, have you met a straight guy like these days? Like, they're not pulling it off. Like, I think like masculinity, it's on the way out. Like,
It really is.
I feel like guys think like it would take like The Rock to play them in a movie, but Neil Patrick Harris will do just fine. Like,
Yeah. It's so that's a hard question to answer because it's all like such a construct.
yeah.
Like,
Also, just like deepen your voice. Honestly, like stop moving as much and just talk like this. Like if you just talk like this, like
yeah,
if
be
you walked in here, you didn't
be
know
you
me.
but boring.
Yeah, like if I'm just talking like this and you don't know me, like there's no way to be like, that's a gay guy.
My
you know?
my favorite whenever I see my gay friends playing straight is that their version of straight is just being dumb.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's beautiful,
Yeah.
actually.
It's the moving around that kind of gets you in trouble.
The moving around.
Yeah, I start moving around. My hair's moving. My wrists are kind of like.
You got to
kinda
remember to
feline.
lock it in.
Would you agree?
Like a cat?
Yeah.
I would say like a jungle cat, though.
Okay, you're hitting on me on my podcast.
Yeah, this is flirting. I've learned.
I'm a jungle cat.
You are a jungle cat.
Okay,
Not like a house cat.
Okay, suddenly not a coward.
Well,
Someone's
she'll be
shooting
back.
their shot.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
Great pants.
Thank you so much. You
Yeah.
as well.
Thank you.
You can do it. You can do it. I mean, like, I think for me, I feel like I could play the funny straight friend. I don't know that I could fully embody a straight guy in an hour, 2 hour long program, and you watch me have sex with my wife, and I like, I don't know if I like pick up my children. Like I'm already going like, girl, stop, queen. But like sometimes I'll go out for like stoner, or like skater, or like that kind of thing. So it's like that there's like an implicit straightness to that.
Okay.
So like, maybe grow your hair out. Start walking around like Keanu Reeves. Yeah.
I'm Keanu Reeves.
But also like I think nowadays like there's enough gay. There could always be more, and we definitely need more. But there's enough going around, and you could get work in, and you can stay busy, and like it's not like it isn't how it used to be. Of like there would be truly like one gay character a year,
and it's like the most one-dimensional.
Yeah, like it's like
character on the planet.
I think playing straight is not. I think honestly, like if you're gay, fucking go. Be as gay as you possibly can, because that like sometimes I honestly think if I were like gayer or more Asian or more white or more like, and if I was more one thing, that would help like career wise. Does that make sense? Is that crazy to say?
That's not crazy to say. I mean, I feel like that's not a reflection of you, but a reflection of like the system.
The system.
And a lot of times the system will be like, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to be. But that's not true at all.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of times people don't know what they want until it's in front of them.
Yeah.
Confidently, So just like be yourself confidently and be like, no, this is actually what is needed, and what people want is me to be exactly how I am.
100%.
Because, like I started doing comedy a long time ago, and I always felt that. Because it was like, I would be on sketch teams, and it's like, there are all these roles that, like, will clearly go to the white guy, and that will clearly go to the white woman. And then, like, I'm kind of this little bridge troll of a woman. And I'm like, okay, now what's mine?
Like there isn't a familiarity with your archetype.
Yeah, like just in being bridge troll, but then add on the layers of like race and sexuality and all these other things, and it's like you really got to make your own path. And I've found a lot of it's hard, but I've found a lot of comfort in that.
Yeah.
Of like
also acting is just like literally hard. It's so crazy that it's hard.
Yeah, because you're playing pretend.
You're playing pretend. Basketball players do it. Like it's like it is hard though.
Yeah.
And like the better you can get at it, which seems impossible. Do you feel like you can get better at acting? Yeah. I feel like I've tried and I just can't do it. Like I'm like I just like I am the level I'm at, and that's it.
I ripped a little.
Thank you.
I feel that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know that I've super tried.
Yeah,
or like
to, like,
really
be...
like. Yeah, because like my thing is like funny first.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's where I'm always like, let's go, let's crank it funnier.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's always room for improvement, right?
Yeah.
But that's also the perfectionist in me. So I don't know what's real. I don't know if someone's flirting with me, if it's perfectionism or, I just don't know what's going on.
If I could get better at like acting with pretending to react to things that aren't there.
What do you mean?
That would like unlock
like
at least
invisible?
like 2 jobs a year.
What do you
Like
mean?
you're making a tape and then you have to react to like someone falls.
Ah, I see.
And then there's no one there, and you have to make it look natural that you're like reacting to someone. It's like it is hard. Like it is really like. I wish there were more like technical like acting like classes for stuff like that. Like beyond just like doing like a scene. Yeah, like just like here's how you do a British accent. Here's how you react to something that isn't there. Here's how you like be straight if you need to be. So here's how you like, you know what I mean? Like these are sort of like, here's how you act drunk. Here's how you like really
some
just
hyper-specific
useful stuff. Like
this is inspiring my next sketch pitch for my UCB team.
Okay.
Which is going to be somebody who's a reactor.
Okay.
Taking a reactor class.
I love it.
What will the sketch be? I don't know. I have a week to figure it out.
What happens in a week?
My pitch meeting.
Is that at Ruby Fruit?
I hope so. Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm good at that, huh?
Yeah.
And it was in your literal ears.
It was
I'm sorry.
in
I'm
my
sorry. I'm sorry. I should have thought about that.
Yeah.
Should we take another voicemail?
Let's take another voicemail.
Helping people is hard, huh?
It's exhausting.
We literally just turned a gay guy straight.
Wow, we did what the church couldn't.
Yeah.
That high five was okay.
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
which is the perfect punctuation for what?
Completely.
Yeah.
Completely. I really, and I know, look at the elbow. Everyone goes, look at the elbow.
Stop telling me to look at the elbow.
I'm a normal person. I'm
not going to look at the elbow.
I'm not a hunter.
I'm looking at you in the eye.
Yeah. We have a scope, and I'm like thinking about this. I go to give someone a high five, and I just go to give a high five.
Yeah.
I'm not going like, I'm not like relaxed.
You're not zeroing in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not like, I'm not Kristen Wiig in Wonder Woman 1984.
That's right.
Did anyone see that? Rocker, did you see that movie?
So I thought anytime somebody says Wonder Woman, I think Miss Marvel. Is that right?
Marvelous Miss Marvel.
Marvelous Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
Maisel Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
No, whatever the one was where she's like an outer space being. I don't know, but like at the end of the movie, she like finds out like her origin story is like she's from Earth from the 90s.
Okay.
And
oh my God! Wait, literally, we have the same origin story.
That's fucking crazy.
I'm Miss Marvel.
You're Miss Maisel.
Yeah.
No, but it's the funniest thing because at the end of the movie, she's like a superhero, and they're like calling her by her superhero name, and she goes, "My name is Carol," and it's the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life to be like.
My name is Carol.
Yeah, like it's
very
like
queer, huh?
Not like my name is Batman. It's like and my name is Carol. Like, all right, cool, Debbie. This is Debbie. Nice name. It's like such a white lady name.
Yeah.
To be like. Anyways.
Anyway, I'm just realizing right now you are famously playing a straight person.
Who?
Kamala Harris.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm
You're actually the perfect
I'm
person.
not playing her straight.
You are the perfect person to instruct a queerling how to play a straight person.
Huh, I guess I am.
So it's a lot of laughing.
It's a lot of laughing, a lot
Put
of
on the blazer.
Yeah, you got to get a wig.
You got to get a wig.
You got to get a wig. What else? Got to read the news.
Yeah, you got to keep up with the news.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for Olivia Munn to run for office, and then my comedy career will start.
Yeah.
Olivia, if
Get
you can
on
hear
it.
me, just anything. Run for city council, something small.
So, yeah.
You know, run for office, please. And
I feel like just do it now, anyways.
just
be her running for office.
Just be Olivia Munn
Just do
running
it.
for office.
I think that would be very funny.
Okay.
And but
I run out of the studio.
Yeah, you leave me here.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, great. No, that'd be so funny if you're like, and she's running for office, but like play it off like you really think that online. I think that would be funny. Just kind of troll the world.
This is why you are Allison Reese.
Yeah.
This is why.
This is why.
Wait, actually,
is
before
why.
we take another voicemail, did we take it? We didn't take it yet. Okay, let's play a game.
Ooh,
I have
great.
a game for you.
Is it improv based?
It's actually not.
That's
But it
great.
is playing to the height of your intelligence based.
All right.
It's a little game. I'm going to take my headphones off because I don't like wearing them. Not only am I famously bad at listening, I also never know who anyone is talking about ever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I've invented a game, and it's called Sorry Who.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going to just, it's a little quiz, and we're going to find out if you know who the hell anyone is talking about ever.
great.
And I'm going to describe a famous person, and you'll tell me who it is.
Okay.
But if you don't know, you'll say Sorry Who. And for everyone that you get wrong, there are no consequences.
That's
It's a merciful
awesome.
game.
I like it.
Are you ready?
Let's go.
Okay, this is Sorry What with fuck me in the ass.
Not today.
Yeah, this is Sorry Who with Allison Reese. Okay, author of Murder on the Orient Express.
Sorry, who?
It's Agatha Christie.
I don't.
Okay, the New York Jets quarterback.
Jason Lockhart.
Correct. No, it's not. It's Aaron Rodgers. But that was a good guess.
Is he the Trumpy one?
He might be. Who's
Yeah.
to say?
I don't know.
Okay, speaking of, the second president of the United States.
John Adams.
You got it.
Yeah.
That's very impressive. Not many people do.
It is a weird one. Because
Yeah.
you're like, shouldn't it be
It shouldn't be hard. It shouldn't be this hard to know.
Hamilton? Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, the third youngest Kardashian sister.
All right. It'll begin with a K.
Okay.
Chloe, Courtney.
You already said it.
Courtney?
It was Chloe. It is Khloe
Chloe.
Kardashian.
Okay.
Okay, the author of The Raven.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Yes.
I like a weird little dude from that time era.
Yes.
And I'm excited to bring it back to Nikola Tesla.
Amazing. Oh, we're gonna get there. You'll do Sorry Who with Nikola Tesla to me.
Ooh.
I'm assuming the inventor of the Tesla. But we'll find out. Okay, lead singer of the band Genesis.
Phil Collins.
Yes. Star of The Ring, the movie.
Frodo.
Incorrect. It is Naomi
Sorry, who?
Watts.
Who?
That's a human person named Naomi Watts.
Oh.
But I don't know what you said. Okay.
We can also bring Watts back to Nikola Tesla. I'm just saying. Continue.
Inventor of the lightning rod.
The lightning rod?
Yeah, I said it.
God? The lightning rod?
You're thinking of like a bolt of lightning.
Yeah, I still don't know what lightning
Like
rod is.
he's a god to some. It's Benjamin Franklin. And then lastly,
Oh.
director of Blade Runner.
Hmm.
You lesbian, you're not gonna get this.
Yeah, no. Sorry, who?
It's Ridley Scott.
Oh.
Yeah, you literally
isn't
have
that
to be
Alien?
straight. You have to be straight to know that.
Is that not the same person who did Alien?
It is. Did you see it?
That's queer coded.
Did you see Alien Romulus?
No.
I saw it.
I
Like
haven't seen
I saw it
the-
like 2 nights ago.
Is it new? There's so many of them out now. They're like
It's new.
Jurassic
Rocco,
Park.
have you seen it? You haven't seen it?
Romulus.
It is really good. It's also so irritating. It was. I
there
found
a-
the movie so irritating.
Why?
It's a lot of like fighting for their life. It's
Oh, yeah,
the
that
whole
sucks.
movie is fighting for their life, and it like just never stops, and they just
That's
keep
stressful.
fighting, and I'm just like, give up.
Go
like I can't
die.
imagine wanting to live this bad. Like, just give up.
And yeah.
Someone will have literally been speared through the head by a poisonous alien, and then everyone's like, rescue them. I'm like, what? Leave me. If I don't want to live the rest of my life with a hole in my head from an alien. Like,
Yeah.
I'm ready to go. They just keep.
That happened to Phineas Gage.
What's that?
A rod through the head, and then he lived.
Is that the brother of the Barbie girl?
No.
Do you love my brain? Isn't it
Oh,
cool?
oh, you're thinking of Billie Eilish.
Yeah,
brother
yeah, the
Phineas.
Barbie girl.
No, Phineas Gage is like a historical figure.
Sorry, who?
From was like building a railroad, and
Okay.
like something bad happened, and like a rod went through his head,
Okay.
and he lived.
Slay
And was
queen?
like, but it was people were like amazed that he lived because it like went through his head, through his brain. But then like he was like a case study because he became incredibly aggressive and violent because it went through his frontal lobe.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I think he probably would have been perfectly fine just kind of saying goodnight when that happened.
Night
Right?
night.
Rather than becoming this freak who's
I
kind
would
of
like to be that character in the movie. Be like, no, it's night night. Like, no, I'm gonna
like
stay
you're
here
really
to
undercutting
die.
the stakes of the movie.
Like,
Like everyone's
yeah.
like, what?
You're like, nah,
okay.
it's night time for me.
Yeah.
It's time for me to go bye
I
bye.
have like nerve. It's like running through my arm. I'm like, I had a nice life.
My mom had a nerve thing. She had she got shots in her neck about it, and it fixed it.
Really? I'm seeing a doctor right now who thinks my last doctor was a bad doctor.
Ooh.
And so I'm starting back at the top where they're going to do injections in my neck again.
Oh, okay.
We'll see.
It'll fix it.
We'll see. But I would say go see Alien Romulus because
Okay.
either you'll just straight up
Romulus.
love it or you'll be really like, I had a lot of feelings watching it. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like the word Romulus, I think. What does Romulus mean?
Romulus is the space
What is-
station that they're on.
Okay.
I'm sure it's probably like Greek, right? I wanna
Romulus
assume
and
it's-
Remus.
Yeah.
That's like a Greek story, right?
Phineas and Ferb.
That's actually Phineas and Ferb's origin, is
Yeah.
Romulus and Remus.
Is there?
Is that true? Is that like a Greek story?
Probably.
Okay.
Is there a German word for what I just did? Where you said
funny?
Romulus and Remus,
And then you,
every
like-
inch of my body said say Phineas and Ferb. Like it was I had a physical phenomenon take over me. It was like a rod went through my head.
It's like a
And I said
Benjamin
I have to say
Franklin-
Phineas and Ferb right now.
lightning rod.
And when I said it, you laughed and you knew why I said it.
Yeah.
Is there? There must be a word
There's
for
a
what happened there.
connection. There's a I don't know what it is.
It's called love.
It's called love. It's called, I think, just being funny.
Sick.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that's what that is.
It might be like it's not rhyming. It's
No, you like made a connection there. Romulus and Remus, Phineas and Ferb.
yeah.
So
Let's break this
let's
down.
break it down scientifically. Yeah.
Comedy is about surprise.
Boo.
Boo, boo, boo. Okay.
Don't boo, boo.
You won the game.
Oh,
How does
did
it
I?
feel? You're a winner.
That's great. I'm an Aries, so I love that for me.
When's your birthday?
April 2nd.
Damn, every Aries is in April. Okay, let's play our third and final voicemail.
Hi, Jared. I am a straight female,
Uh-oh.
most boring letter of the alphabet. And my issue is, if you can call it an issue, is that I love gay men. I love being around them. I love queer movies, literature, all types of media, obviously podcasts. But I also recognize that I'm in someone else's space when I'm engaging in queer media or activity. And I also recognize that as a straight woman, I have not gone through any of the hardship of coming out or, struggling with your sexuality. And I don't want to hide who I am and the things I like to do, but I also want to make it understood that I recognize that I'm just taking the fun parts, right? The fun parts of culture without doing any of the work. And I guess I want to know, first, is that important to communicate to the gay men that I hang out with all the time? And secondly, if it is, which I think probably it is, how would I do that? It feels so uncomfortable, but I want to be able to communicate that, like, I understand that this isn't my world. Anyway, if you have any thoughts, I'd love to hear them. Thanks.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. I think
I think I have questions.
Yeah. Okay. The gay men that you are friends with, they are not listening to you. So don't worry. I think you're perfectly fine. I love your sentiment. I think you don't actually need to do anything about it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
What are your questions?
My questions, she said, I'm not doing any of the work or any of the hard parts.
Yeah. Or she
Does that,
doesn't.
like,
she didn't have to come out
come
to her
out.
parents or whatever.
Yeah. But then that made me think of, like, does that mean you're just, like, not going to go to Pride or you're not going to protest for things? You know what I mean? Because I doubt that that's what she means.
No.
Because it's like, well, then you are participating in the hard parts, even if it's
Yeah.
not from personal like point of view of like you've. Does that make that doesn't make sense?
Yeah.
But yeah. She isn't coming at it from experience, but like still coming at it.
It sounds like she's like having a lot of guilt.
Yeah.
As a straight person, which I think it's if you can just honestly, if you're feeling guilty, just open your phone, make a donation to something, and then just move on.
Throw
Just
money.
kind of just keep it moving, because I think the fact that you care is really all that matters.
Yeah.
Like I don't think announcing to your gay friends that you want to be an ally or that you are an ally is like gonna make them feel, because I think
That would be bad.
I think it'd be
if I had a
bad.
straight friend who was like, "Hey, I want to let you know I'm an ally, and I'm not participating in the bad stuff," and I see that, I'd be like, "All right."
Yeah, you're like, okay.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be like, should we order? Like, you know.
Yeah.
I think I've always felt the best when I'm treated normal. That always makes me feel. I remember like when I was a kid, I had a teacher who was great and was also gay and like kind of like as out as you could have been at that time, and like everyone was cool with it. It was a very cool thing, and I was having this like discussion with like my peers about like my Asianness. Kind of they were having it and I was just like hearing it. It wasn't like bad, but they were just going like, do you look more when you see Jared, do you see an Asian person or do you see a white person? And then everyone was kind of like sounding off on if I looked more Asian or looked more white. And then they asked about the teacher. And then the teacher, he goes, I don't know. I guess when I look at you, I just see Jared. And
nice.
it broke my heart in a way that I didn't even know it needed breaking. And it was like, that's the perfect answer.
Yeah.
And I think, and I'm sure your friends feel this from you. Just see them as people and like just.
It's also not bad to participate in gay culture.
Yeah.
It's actually so good.
It's
when
like
we
good.
can all participate in something.
Literally,
in a way that is positive.
The first time I heard one of my straight friends say Queen, I was like dying laughing.
Yeah.
Like I literally love making my straight friends say gay stuff.
Yeah.
It's almost more fun than it is as fun as saying gay stuff with my gay friends. Having a straight friend say it.
Say it, yeah.
It's
like, okay, slay.
Yeah, like it literally makes me giggle so hard. So yeah, go to brunch or whatever you're talking about and enjoy it, and just treat your friends like people and be a good friend. Honestly, that's the way to be an ally, is like just literally be like a good friend. Be like as nice as you can be to your friends who, you know, are marginalized in ways that you're not. And when you're feeling guilty, open your phone.
Yeah,
Find
my
a
Venmo.
mutual aid. Find my Patreon.
Mutual aid.
My Patreon is a mutual aid.
You're mutually aided by
Yeah,
it.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
I get that.
Yeah, just donate, you know, and then just kind of also just enjoy. You know, I'm straight. That's the embarrassing letter. It's amazing. You get to be straight. Every movie and book is about you, baby. Fucking live.
Oh my God.
Fucking enjoy it.
I saw that Christmas movie with Kristen Stewart,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, my heart is breaking watching this.
Yeah.
And that had never happened before watching a movie. And I was like, oh my God, is this what straight
Every
people feel?
movie. Yes. Love
when
Actually.
you watch a movie?
Yes.
Your heart actually breaks for this? Like it
so-
resonates like that? Like it was I was like, 28, being like, I've never felt this before.
Yes.
It's wild.
I had that experience weirdly with the movie Arrival, which is not a gay movie
What
about
is
a
that?
gay man. It is a movie about a straight white woman named Amy Adams. It's an alien movie. I do love alien movies.
Oh, and they do the
The
signing
language.
to each other.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But that is a movie that is really like, I feel like a person who is like kind of dumb at movies. Like I never can keep up. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, who? There's like a big turn. I'm like, what? I didn't even know it was a turn because I didn't even know what was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
But I watched Arrival, which is like famously like tricky story. Like it is
Yeah.
confusing, kind of really confusing on purpose. But I completely followed it and got it and understood it because Amy Adams was the star of it. And Amy Adams is a gay guy. And I just thought to myself, like, if every movie starred a gay guy named Amy Adams, I would understand. I would understand National Treasure. I would understand The Godfather. I would understand I See Dead People movie.
Now I need Amy Adams' rendition of The Godfather, a la like Cher being in West Side Story, playing every part.
Yes,
but
and
it's
I will
Amy Adams.
understand it.
Yeah.
And I just thought, wow, I'm not dumb. Movies aren't really for me. And I'm not paying attention because they aren't for me.
Like literally, it's not made
for me.
you.
And it is made for someone, and it's a lot of people, and it's not me. Like, okay, there like how many great gay novels are there? There's like probably there's a bunch now, but whatever. I've read a lot of them. If every novel was a great gay novel and then 15 of them were straight novels, I would have read so much more, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, if if Pride and Prejudice was about a gay guy, I'd be reading it.
Fire Island.
There you go. You know, I'd be reading these, and that is a book. Fire Island is a book.
Oh, it's based off of one of those,
stupid
right?
Stupid lesbian.
What the fuck?
Go watch Carol.
No. Absolutely. I don't know why there was this dynamic for a while with like lesbians in movies where it was like, I'm the older one and you're the mousy little one. And it was just like, and now you're my pet. And like that was like the dynamic of lesbians to someone.
Yes.
Who like decided like this is what we need to put out there.
Yeah.
And that's Carol.
That is Carol.
I'm the loud one. I'm older. You're a mouse. And the other one's like, titties. And then that's the movie.
So would you say like you didn't enjoy Carol?
No, it did not have a happy ending. It's haze coated. You know what I mean?
I never finished Carol. Can I come clean and say I put it on and I just went full gay guy? I was like,
you were like, no, thank you. You were like, again, not for me.
It's more women. Oh,
more
God.
women.
Another woman.
Straight women. Well, but
life is hell.
No, but
wait. Can I tell you? I was at an audition a week ago, and someone
Brag.
I wanted. It was a callback. How about
Okay,
that? I was
brag.
actually being modest, babe.
Okay.
It was a friggin' ass callback. And I, for the first time, took a beta blocker for it. Did you know about
is it
these?
like anxiety medication?
Yeah, it's meant to like block your betas, so you can't. So you're an alpha.
So that you're alphaed.
Yeah,
I heard that there's a. Yep, I've heard that people do this.
Yeah, they do it for
like.
It seems like it's great for acting because you have these nervy callbacks or auditions or whatever, and you can take it, and it's supposed to help you not panic. And I took it for the first time, and I think it helped. I don't know. A friend of mine gave me one. I tried it. I probably won't do it again. But here's why, and here's why I'm glad I took it, because I get to this audition to play this gay character, and I'm sitting in the waiting room with 3 straight guys who are cool as a cucumber. Meanwhile, I'm over here literally on drugs because I'm so nervous to play a gay guy.
Yeah.
And then these straight guys are they're in a convertible. And I went, no.
Are they also auditioning for the gay role?
Yes. Also, I didn't get it, and I wonder if one of those straight guys did. So it just for me was like, this is so foolish. I absolutely need to chill the fuck out. I will never, ever work myself up this much about an audition. I'm not doing this. So I actually thank those 3 straight guys for being there and being so relaxed, because it really it held a mirror up to me in that moment.
Yeah.
And I went, you don't need a beta blocker.
Yeah.
You know?
Intrigue.
Yeah. That's that. All right, we've helped millions.
So many people have been helped.
Changed by this.
Yeah.
Where can people follow you and support you? And
people can follow me at Alien Reese. Alien like outer space, and then Reese
like a
like
rival.
the candy. Yes, exactly like Amy Adams.
Oh my God, your at is almost Alien Romulus. It's like so close.
It's almost Alien Remus.
It's
almost
like
Alien
about
Phineas
as
and
close
Ferb.
as it's a lot closer to Alien Romulus than my Instagram and probably Rocco's, I assume.
Yeah.
Oh my God, is your Instagram Alien Rocco?
You don't have Instagram.
Hottest possible things a person could say.
Oh my God.
I don't have Instagram. God damn it. Thank you so much for being here. Call into the podcast sometime, 516-900-4619. We'll solve your problems. I love you so much. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.
Goodbye.